Hey everybody, just wanted to come and share a quick little word from the Lord this afternoon. And me and Lisa are actually going to sing a song that was just, we literally just learned it. She probably just learned it a few minutes ago, but I picked it up last night, and just one of my favorite songs that is out right now by Matt Meyer. But anyways, and it's called Light the Way, and it talks about, the chorus says, you light the way, and it says, you light the way with a fire by night and a cloud by day. And so where he's getting that from is in Exodus chapter 13. God actually led the Israelites by a cloud by the day and the fire at night, and he led them out of Egypt, and they went down to the sea, the Red Sea, if you remember the story. And they're standing there, and God had just released them from Egypt and all those things, and they start complaining. They're like, oh my goodness, so they see the chariots coming, and they think they're going to die. And then, of course, Moses puts his staff in the water. God splits the Red Sea. They walk through. They get on the other side, and they see Pharaoh's army and all the chariots get taken down by the water. And so if you go to chapter 15, which I'm just going to share one verse from chapter 15 of Exodus, they start singing this song of deliverance because they just saw the Lord do these mighty things. And I love verse 11 in Exodus 15. It says this: who is like you among the gods, with a lower G? Who is like you among the gods, O Lord? Glorious in holiness, awesome in splendor, performing great wonders. And so almost the whole chapter of verse 15, the whole chapter 15 is almost the whole thing is them singing this song about how God has delivered them and how awesome God is and how powerful He is and how thankful they are and how He destroys the enemies and all these things, until you get down to verse 22 in chapter 15 of Exodus. They leave that place from the shore and they head on. They keep going to the land that God had promised them, and they just barely even leave that place. And it says that Moses led the people away from the Red Sea, and they moved into the desert. And they start going through the desert, and they come upon this place that they were thirsty, and they wanted some water, and all the water was bitter. And ultimately and immediately, they already start complaining. And they start saying, I can't believe God has brought us to this place, and now we're going to thirst to death. We don't have anything to drink and all these things. And so I was just looking at this, and this is something we see repeating over and over and over with the Israelites. And sometimes we like to look at the Israelites and it's like, man, what is their problem? They didn't get it. But I find myself being like the Israelites almost on a daily basis with the Lord. And we're all too often, we forget to say how good God is, how powerful He is, how glorious He is, how wonderful He is, and all the wonders that He does, His splendor, His holiness, and how there is no one else that is like our God. We don't have a problem doing that when everything's going good in life, but when we're going through trials in life like we're experiencing now as a country, as a world, we just hit the panic button and we freak out. And sometimes I think if we could just go back and think about the time before when God has delivered us from a trial, and we start thinking about what He did then, and continue to think about that while we're going through the next trial, and continue singing that song of deliverance through the trial that we're experiencing in the present, it'll help us remember that God is still good. So that was just a short little word from Exodus chapter 15. So Lisa, if you want to come, we're going to try this thing. Y'all are this song. We're going to you're getting the unedited raw version. Literally, I just let Lisa hear this just a few minutes ago. So we're going to try it, and it's not about us performing. We hope that this is an encouragement to somebody who's listening, somebody in the church, somebody who might just be listening in, and just listen to the words. And I just want to challenge you to proclaim it to yourself. So, you ready?
Yep.
There's a song of resurrection, hope that fills a weary soul. You have made your home inside, I'm not alone. In the shadow of the valley, your word a lamp that I can't see. May I not forget the promise leading me. You're leading me. You light We are pilgrims on the journey, hungry for what lies beyond. Strangers once, now made family, we belong. We are tellers of a story, a word made flesh and kingdom come. Sinners, saints, and hope of glory, Christ alone. Christ alone, you light the way, you light the way, with a fire by night and a cloud by day. You light the way, you light the way, where you go, I'll go, where you stay, I'll stay. You light the way. Lighting up my future, lighting up my faith, lighting up my wonder with endless grace. You're lighting up my failures, lighting up my fears, and everything I've carried over all these years. You light the way, you light the way, with a fire by night and a cloud by day. You light the way, you light the way, where you go, I'll go, where you stay, I'll stay. You light the way, you light the way, with a fire by night and a cloud by day. You light the way, you light the way, where you go, I'll go, where you stay, I'll stay. You light the way. Lighting up my future, lighting up my faith, lighting up my wonders with endless grace. Lighting up my failures, lighting up my fears, everything I've carried over all these years. Lighting up my future, lighting up my faith, lighting up my wonder with endless grace. Lighting up my failures, lighting up my fears, everything I've carried over all these years. You light the way, you light the way, with a fire by night and a cloud by day. You light the way, you light the way, where you go, I'll go, where you stay, I'll stay. You light the way. Amen. We were supposed to end a little bit short of that, but we just had to sing that again. So we hope you were blessed by that. And don't forget to subscribe to our website, forkunionbaptist.org. And we're going to do what we can during these times to continue to preach the word and encourage others. So love you all. God bless.